Good morning, second grade. It is Wednesday, January the 6th, and we are ready for our religion today. So what we have today in religion is, and you can't hardly see that. I'm so sorry. Now can you see it? There you go. We have our Catholic Bulletin. I know you did one yesterday, and this Catholic Bulletin actually would have been for last weekend. So if you went to Mass last weekend, it was the Epiphany of the Lord, okay? So last Saturday night or Sunday when you went, this actually would have went with that one. And then we'll have another one for this coming up week, okay? When you go to church this weekend. So we have our kids' bulletin here. And like I said, this one was dated for January the 3rd, okay? And it was the Epiphany of the Lord. So the priest wore white instead of green. Remember, they have different colors and they are in different seasons depending on what it is with the Catholic calendar year. And so they wore white because it was a special event on the weekend. So sometimes most of the time they just wear green, which is ordinary time. They wear their purple during Advent and in Lent, and then they have pink sometimes that they wear for different things also during Advent in Lent. So they were wearing white this past weekend. It was special. So last week you would have said for this, it would have been, Lord, every nation on earth will adore you. That would have been our response that we would have said after the readings last week. Okay, after the reading. And then down at the bottom it says, what color are the priest's vestments? The vestment is what they wear. That outside piece that they wear, that's always a different color. Okay? What color are the priest's vestments? Well, they were white. We are still celebrating the Christmas season, so he is wearing white. White goes along with the Christmas, okay? Along with some purple sometimes, some pink sometimes. Green is ordinary time when there's nothing. Red goes along with martyrs and saints. Okay, and that's something we'll be talking about later on. So let's look on the inside. On the inside of this one, on this front part, we have a dot to dot. Remember, the top of it tells us exactly how the Mass goes. Okay, and then we have our dot to dot. It says, follow the dot to dots to draw gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And those were the three things that Father Roja actually talked about yesterday. That is what the kings brought to him. And the kings were not Jews. They were Gentiles. They come from a different country. They came from a different country. So they were Gentiles. They were not Jewish people like Jesus was and his family. So the gold was because he was a king. Even though he was born that poor baby, the wise men actually knew that he was special. And they treated him as he was special, like a king. So the gold was given to him because of being a king, okay? And the frankincense, he received that frankincense so that he could, which is like an ash, okay? And then they had the myrrh. So those are the things that he was given. So you can do the dot-to-dot picture on that side, and then you may color those. And then there they are. There are the wise men, okay? The three wise men, okay? It says, where is the newborn king of the Jews? We have came to give him homage. Homage means to worship, okay? That's a word for worship. We have come to give him homage, to worship him. And they brought him those gifts of the things that they brought him. Okay, so last week in the Bible, the Magi, or the kings, the wise men, the kind of different names for them, the Magi saw a star rise over Bethlehem and followed it to visit baby Jesus. They brought him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And we heard that yesterday. Father Roja was kind of talking about what those gifts meant. Magi is another word for king. Wise men, very smart people, very smart people. Okay, and then on the back page, we have Saint John Bosco. So that was his saint last week, was his saint day. Okay? So St. John Bosco had an important dream as a child. He dreamed that he was teaching children about God. I teach children about God. When he grew up, his life was like that dream. He juggled and did tricks to get kids to learn to listen to him. Then he could teach them about God, and they would all go to Mass together. Well, we go to Mass together, so I guess I'm kind of like St. John, right? Bosco. I teach you about God, so I'm kind of like St. John Bosco. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to juggle and do tricks, but we may have a couple of jokes and do some silly things like the AJ stories to get you to listen to me. Okay? So, St. John Bosco was a great teacher. Okay? So, he is just like a teacher that we would have had today. And there he is. Picture with the children that he's teaching. Here he is as he's dreaming that he is this teacher that's going to teach the children all about God. Okay? He was a great teacher. So you may color that picture. That is our religion for today. I will see you in just a little bit with your spelling. I will also repost those spelling words on the YouTube channel here for the people who were not here yesterday so that you'll be able to have those words for the week.